In this series, I'll explain everything you need to know to get started with Jeppesen charts in a flight simulator. While Jeppesen charts can be looked at in minute detail, I want to focus on the key elements that are relevant for the casual flight simulator user. For this first video, I'll focus on airport charts. Let's start by taking a look at the airport chart for Cardiff in the UK. Most airport charts can be broken down into 5 different sections. At the top, there's the airport's ICAO and IATA identifier. Below that is the airport's elevation, followed by the coordinates. On the other side, the airport's name and general location is written. One row down will be the airport's communication frequencies. In this case, we have an ATIS and tower frequency. Then we come to the airport's plan view, which is simply a map of the airfield. These can include lots of annotations and symbols, depending on the size and complexity of the airfield, but I'll just focus on the most important elements you'll find. The runway or runways will be displayed, with the relevant designator, bearing, and length in both feet and meters. The elevation at each end of the runway will be shown, as will the layout of the approach lights. All taxiway and ramp areas will be coloured in grey. The taxiways will be labelled, as will any holding points. I've marked them here in blue and purple respectively. The location of windsocks will also be shown. Notes and relevant warnings may be added too. In this case, we have a note on holding points, a wind warning, and a note which tells us further information on the airport's ramp area can be found in a separate chart. I'm focusing on the most important features here, but I'll link Jeppesen's chart legend below in case you ever see symbols you don't recognise. In the next section, we'll find some additional runway information, in this case, runway 12 and 30. The usable landing lengths for both runways are given from both the runway threshold and from a point abeam of the glidescope transmitter. This is relevant if you're conducting an ILS landing, as it will tell you how much landing length you have from the point the glidescope is guiding you down to. Takeoff lengths will also be shown, in this case from the start of the runway, and intersections from specific taxiways if that's where you entered the runway. Finally, the runway width will be given. The last section covers takeoff minimums. These are useful if you're keen on an extra layer of realism, so I'll link a guide to these in the description. In some instances, the layout of the airport chart may look slightly different. London Heathrow, for example, is an especially large airport, so the additional information will be displayed on a separate chart in order to save space. The format, however, will usually remain the same. I hope you found this quick explanation useful. For more advanced users, I'll link some in-depth guides below. If you have any feedback or suggestions, do get in touch.